All right, so come on back. All our doors are clean transitions, so you can't open the second door until the first door closes, and that keeps pests from making their way through the hallways. This is our R&D lab right here. So in here right now we're doing our tissue culture propagation. So right here we have little tiny cuts of plant material that is in an agar medium, and then it's basically hit with hormones so that you can keep the little plantlet alive, and then you can pull cells or tissue off of this plant material and micro-propagate your plants, as well as cleanse your plants of viruses that may have attached to the plants along the way, and kind of essentially get a clean mother stock so that you can then create new clones off of that cleaned up mother stock. So this is our R&D lab. We have a tissue culture technician that works in here, takes care of everything in this room. This is just some quality control information we do here, checking pH and a couple other data points on the plants. And this is our main transition, main hallway. We have our strain list here. So these are all the strains that we currently have in production. We have 2 rooms in flower right now. Our north room and our south room are both in flower. A lot of our real heavy hitters in the north room, like Gorilla Nut, Blueberry Cookies, and Second Breakfast. Dual OG is another really popular strain. And then our south room has a little bit of a bigger mix of strains. Chocolate Mint OG, a couple new genetics that we're bringing in, and our electric peanut butter cookies, which is one of our most popular strains. We also have a list here of all our beneficial applications, so predator insects, probiotic bacteria, things that basically protect our plants from pest outbreaks and pathogens. And then we just have an irrigation menu. We're running just pure water to our plants, so we're not fertigating with fertilizers, but rather just running clean water. And then those dates are listed there. And then if you come back this way, do you want to head in here first? Okay, this is our south flower room. So this room has 1,100 plants. In this room we have, like I mentioned, about 12 different strains. This room's about 3 weeks away from harvest. So like what you're looking at right here is our Lilac Diesel. On this side is Death Star, which we call That's No Moon. They wouldn't actually let us use the name Death Star in the Ohio program. Chocolate Mint, Second Breakfast, peanut butter cookies, blueberry cookies, they're all in here. And then this is Snowball on your left too. So we're obviously growing on 3 tiers. It does make work more challenging, obviously, because we have to work at heights and we have to bring soil up and down all the time. But we still prefer to use a living soil. We feel that it creates a better terpene profile, better cannabinoid profile, more complex flavor, better smoke, basically. And we have seen through R&D'ing our soil with our partner that here in Cleveland that makes our soil, that as we've engineered it to become more compatible with what nutrients cannabis use, that we've seen terpene numbers tick up, cannabinoid numbers tick up. So it's a process that we've been working through over the past 3 years. We also use a rolling rack system, so each one of our racks is movable so that we can bring our scissor lifts in and get all of our work done while still maximizing our footprint of the room with as many plants as we can. This is our north room in here. Might be a little loud in here. Come on in here. Got a team working in here right now. Turn this down a little bit. one of my favorite strains right here. This is Gorilla Nut. So this is a Gorilla Glue Peanut Butter Breath Cross from Freshco Seed Company up in Michigan. This room is going to be harvested Monday and Tuesday of next week. So just getting the finishing touches, putting on the plants, stripping some of the leaves off, getting them cleaned up, cutting some trellis so that we can take them all down next week. This is Dual OG, this is Cake Crasher, and this over here is Blueberry Cookies. So as I mentioned, Blueberry Cookies, another really popular strain we have, has a really fruity profile. You want to walk back in here? Back this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Please back through here. So I'll take you guys now to what we call the back of the house, which is our post-harvest area, trim rooms, our dry area, and then you can also check out our mom and prop room. And back here. This is where we store all of our reverse osmosis water. So we have 4 800-gallon tanks here that basically just stay full all the time. This is Gary. Hi, Gary. And that's what's gravity fed then to all of our plants through the autopots. So that's the only thing that's going to the plants is that RO water. Let's come back here. Jimmy over here. Jimmy's our propagation and mother room manager right now. So he's getting some recently started seedlings up potted in some 2-gallon pots. And then he also handles all the plants that you'll see back here in our mother and prop room. Back here I can show you our vault real quick. So this is our vault. This is where we're storing everything currently. We have all of our flour material in these bins in here. There's shake, popcorn, and then our flour line. And then back here is our packaging room. So this is our packaging room. This is Jackie and Matt in here. Matt's working on our packaging machine over here, and Jackie's getting some invoicing and counting all of our material. Tawny over here stickering some bags. It's Alex back there behind the weed. He's our post-harvest manager. This is just an office space. And this is our trim room over here. Could you guys turn that down a little bit? Thanks. So this is our trim room, aka the boneyard. So it's also where we debone and buck the plants. And these are all our trimmers today. Olivia, Kizzy, Nate, Zach, and Jared. What are you guys trimming in here today? Electric peanut butter cookies, one of my favorite strains. So electric peanut butter cookies has this really bright lemony profile. The lineage has the original burner Girl Scout cookie cut in it, and it's mixed or crossed with electric lemon G. It's probably one of our most popular strains, usually tests in the low to mid 30s, And it's just really fragrant and terpene, has a ton of flavor and really great nose on it. Thanks, guys. And then if you guys step back here, this is our mother room. Excuse me. So we just basically flipped all of our moms. So we're bringing in new mom stock right now. So we cycle our moms every 90 days or so. So we just took about 2,000 clones out of this room. So now we're bringing in new mother stock to replace all the moms that we cloned off of. And those are all in these little cups at the moment. So like this is a ghee butter right here. Ghee butter is one of our newest strains. And these are some new genetics as well. Some King's Ring, strawberry cheesecake. See what else we got here. This is Crescendo. This is a pretty potent strain we've been running for quite a while now. And then we just have a mix of our whole library in here. So we have about, 75 strains currently. Gorilla Butter, Lembesto, some of our new stuff. A lot of cookies, a lot of cakes, a lot of fruity stuff. All kinds of new genetics that are going to be coming out real soon. And that's our mother room space. And then right over here is our propagation room. All these clones were cut about 4 weeks ago. And then after they rooted, we moved them into these little cups where they do what's called our pre-veg phase. So like this is dual OG right here. And we'll keep them below the 12 inches that's required for compliance, and then move them into veg where they're going next week. So these are at the end of their stage in this room right now, just kind of doing a little extra growth, buying a few week or two before they move then into production. So there's a little bit over 2,000 plants in here right now that were all taken as clones off of our moms and moved then into soil. So they got their first, experience here with soil. And then this is our pre-vegetative medium. Then they'll move into their veg soil, which is called sprout from till soil. And then they move into their flowering soil, which is called bloom, also from the same company. So they're kind of adjusting to how to use the microbes and the soil food web and all of the mycorrhizal fungi and things that are alive in our soil to really produce that terpene profile and cannabinoid profile and just healthy, natural flavor, texture, medication that we're looking for here. So I think that's about it. We're one of the smaller grows, so I call ourselves the biggest little grow in Ohio because we're tier 2, so we're a smaller size grow, but we are at stacked obviously, and we're growing pretty big plants. So we produce somewhere in between the small grows and the big grows.